Welcome to Let's Talk Context Live, episode 7. Real quick before we get started, if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that when we go live, when there are new videos, you can know and you can get alerted and all that good stuff. Thank you for your support. Thanks for watching. I know the sound is not ideal. There are literally no microphones in stores these days, so I have to order one. And so hopefully maybe in a couple days or a week or so, we'll get a new mic and the sound quality will be a lot better than it's been in previous episodes. So I am really excited about today's episode. If you have any suggestions, if there are any topics or anything that you want to talk about, go ahead and write it in the comment section or in the chat box, and we'll take note so that in future episodes we can discuss those things. So let's get into it. Ask anything. What kind of music do you listen to? I think it's kind of a difficult question for me to answer because I like a lot of different genres of music, different types of music. So I think maybe instead I can tell you what kind of groups I listen to, maybe the names of specific bands and artists. So I like Eminem, Neo, Building 429, Switchfoot. Those are sort of the artists that I listen to, but I also branch off and I listen to like French music. So M. Pokora, Team BS, I don't think they're around anymore, but I love them. Zaho, so maybe the genre would be a little bit of hip hop, a little bit of rap, some contemporary Christian music. I like that. Not a lot though. Some of it is kind of the same. I don't know. My style is kind of eclectic, so I listen to all types of music. Are all American accents the same? No. So depending on where you live in the U.S., you may sound a little bit more country. You may have more of a drawl when you speak, especially in the South, states like Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, the Carolinas. So growing up in New Jersey, when I moved here to Georgia, the accent, it's very challenging for me to understand the Georgian accent sometimes. So I had to listen very intently when people speak. But then being on the East Coast versus the West Coast, the way people pronounce words, even certain terms that they use, vary. So depending on where you are in the U.S., you may have a different kind of accent. So no, not all American accents are the same. What do you like most about living in the U.S.? I probably like the access to education that I receive. I've been able to go to graduate school and get undergrad, so I have 2 degrees, and I think that's probably one of the things I love most is I've been able to learn a lot of things, and in my undergrad school, where I went to for undergrad, I had the opportunities to learn languages I never thought I'd be able to learn. I didn't really take those opportunities, but they were available to me. So I think the access to education is one of the things that I love most about living in the U.S. Around the world. So for Around the World today, we're going to talk about, I was reading this article by Beth Timmons, and she basically wrote that people are now growing their own vegetables because of coronavirus. And I thought that was really cool because we're living in 2020 and a lot of people are becoming more conscious about what they eat, what they put in their bodies. And so, I mean, it makes sense. If you're not able to go outside to do grocery shopping or anything like that, then why not grow your own vegetables? Why not become farmers or gardeners? And so she used a word in the article. She said that people are becoming budding gardeners, budding farmers. And the idea of budding means they're kind of new to this space. And it's a play on words because a bud is like a seed, a small seed that eventually grows. So when someone says you're a budding gardener, you're a budding entrepreneur, it means you're in the beginning stages of something, but you're in the process of blossoming or blooming into that position or that title. So the article itself, people are afraid, there's a fear that there's going to be a food shortage in the U.S. This past week, I remembered that we're talking about how the meat supply chain and all of that is kind of having some issues. And so why not grow your own vegetables? If you want to be mindful and be conscious about what you're putting in your body, then grow it yourself. So I thought that was really cool. One store in here in the US in Missouri, they sold like 10,000 seeds, which for them, they said it had been maybe 10 times more what they typically sell. So question for you, do you grow your own vegetables? Do you grow your own fruits or anything like that in your home countries? I think when I think about people I've met from other countries, it seems that they all have some sort of experience or exposure to agriculture. I know in Sierra Leone, my family, we, had farmers and all of that stuff. But what do you grow? What vegetables or fruits are you familiar with growing? Or what do you like? Maybe you have a tree in your backyard that's like an apple tree or an avocado tree. I don't know. Go ahead and tell me about it. I'd love to learn more about what you do in your home country. Let's continue to pronunciation perfection. Now, remember, for pronunciation perfection, write what you think you heard me say in the comments section. And if you answer 4 of those dictations, if you get 4 of the dictations correct, then you have an opportunity to win one of my favorite books. And some of those books are The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini, Americana, and an Arthur book, and a couple of other books. So let's go ahead and move to pronunciation perfection. You ready? The best part of the movie was when he sacrificed winning the competition for the greater good. It's possible that everyone reaches a point when he or she must decide whether or not to perform a selfless act. Again, write what you think you heard me say in the comments section, and you can have an opportunity to win a free book. That's it for today. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.